welcome to another episode of Boulevard Recipes. Today we're visiting Awash, an Ethiopian ethnic market and restaurant here on Cajon Boulevard and Kansas Street. Come join us along as we explore this restaurant and market and prepare some delicious food. So one big thing in Ethiopia and Ethiopian food is the coffee.
Representing Caleb, that's his initial. Caleb!
So I'm gonna get some green coffee beans, and I was told that the way to prepare this is you heat up a pan and then you roast it and then you grind it. Oh wow, you see? And look. Oh wow, did you guys just roast this?
Yep.
Oh, so this is how dark it needs to get.
That's it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And next I'm picking up an Ethiopian spice called Beryl. And this is used along with some garlic and ginger and onion sauteed in some clarified butter with some meat, and this is how they prepare the meat dish. So this is gonna be delicious. I'm gonna get some of that. I'm also gonna be taking some injera bread that is used in Ethiopian cooking, and usually what is done is all the food is placed on top of the bread. You don't really eat with silverware. You kind of eat with your hands, and the bread soaks up all the spices and all the yummy butter and oils. So I'm gonna take a packet of this so we can experiment in our kitchen. Here in this side of the store, there's a bunch of different lentils, some orange lentils, American lentils. These are Ethiopian lentils. I'm gonna experiment with these. I've never made them before. So I'm gonna use up some oil and some spices and vegetables and make a side dish with this. And I think it's gonna be really good. I'm excited to try it. So I'm also gonna be taking some whole cardamom that I'm gonna grind up and add to the food. You pretty much add this to anything Ethiopian. The gentleman was telling me, so I'm excited to try it out. I tasted it in one of the dishes and it's really strong, powerful, delicious. So this is gonna be really good for our dish we're gonna prepare. Clarified butter and some beef to make a dish called tips. So I'm excited to explore in some injera to take as well. And to explore this Ethiopian cooking. It's gonna be my first time, but Ethiopian food is so delicious, so I'm really excited. And welcome to another episode of Boulevard Recipes visits the ethnic markets along El Cajon Boulevard. So one of the dishes I made, it's called tips, and it's made out of beef, and it's just cut up beef, very low fat beef. Their beef looks really good. You can buy beef there. So we got some of the beef, cut it up in little small pieces. Right before you start serving, make sure you cut up some fresh rosemary. So he's like, just get some fresh rosemary, cut that, slice it up or dice it up, mince it real nice. You mix the rosemary along with some clarified butter, and this right here is clarified butter, and what it is they cook down the butter with some rue and some Ethiopian sacred basil to give it this really nice flavor. And they pretty much add clarified butter to most of their meat dishes, and he said, you know what, just make sure you add it at the end along with the rosemary. Mix it all in so it can get a really good flavor. So I'm gonna get a tablespoon of clarified butter with the Ethiopian basil, sacred basil, and the rue. And I'm gonna stir it in with the rosemary, the meat, the ginger, the tomato, all the spices, the onion, the berbere, a little bit of salt. He said cook it down for about 2 minutes. Wow, and you can literally see just the sizzle. You guys could just smell the kitchen. It smells fantastic. I want to share with you guys a little bit about black cardamom. He told me that this cardamom is not very easy to find. So it's black cardamom. They bring it from Ethiopia. And same thing, similar to the coffee, you toast it and then you grind it up. I don't have a grinder, so I just used a glass and I grounded it up. This is the whole version of the cardamom, but I grounded it up, and he's like, we put cardamom on everything. He's like, put it on the beef, put it on the lentils, and here are our lentils. And same thing, I cook down the lentils in boiling water for about 45 minutes. And then once they were tender, I sauteed onion, garlic, tomato, and ginger, and with plenty of water. And I added a bay leaf, some cumin, some turmeric, some salt, and some pepper, and the black cardamom, and just cooked it down for about an hour or so. And it smells so delicious. It tastes really good. Now, one thing that I've noticed in the times that I've gone to Ethiopian restaurants is they always put a salad in the middle and then the dishes around. So I made just a simple salad with romaine lettuce, tomato, and some red onion. It's kind of just give it a nice fresh crunch. And I made a simple dressing with olive oil, white distilled vinegar, and lime. So now here's our dish. Here's our Ethiopian platter with a fresh green salad with romaine lettuce and our black lentils and our red seasoned beef, which they call tips. And now we're gonna enjoy it with some injera bread and our cup of Ethiopian home roasted coffee. Their beef is so delicious. It looks delicious. It's really fresh. The African lentils are really flavorful. The black lentils are really flavorful with the cardamom and all the spices. And here's cheers. This is our Ethiopian freshly roasted coffee. So thank you for joining us today for another segment of Boulevard Recipes. We had the opportunity to visit Awash, the Ethiopian market and restaurant on El Cajon Boulevard in Kansas. And I really recommend this place. The people there were so loving, really welcoming. They give us so much information. I can't wait to go back. I'm gonna be going back there real soon to keep creating delicious food and learning from them. Thank you so much.